KORK North Bay, your source for news and happenings throughout the North Bay.
Hello and thanks for watching KORK North Bay TV. Coming up is our weekend wrap covering all the news stories and happenings that took place over the weekend throughout the greater San Francisco North Bay. Boy, on Sunday, the Clear Lake area had a number of fires that broke out around the lake that fire crews battled and are still monitoring to make sure there are no flare-ups. One of the fires began in Kelseyville at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the 7,000 block of Adobe Creek Road that quickly spread to about 2 acres in size and then thankfully began to slow its pace a bit as firefighters from CAL FIRE's Sonoma Lake Napa unit arrived and began their attack on getting it under control. Air tankers dropped retardant in the path of the fire to help stop its spread while fire crews on the ground worked to get it out. By about 4 p.m., the fire was about 50% contained and forward progress of it was stopped. And while that fire was still being fought, another one broke out in Middletown at about 4 p.m. off of Highway 175 near Santa Clara Road. By 4:30, that fire had gotten to about 5 acres in size, spreading at a moderate rate of speed. With this fire, numerous structures were threatened, so time was of the essence in getting this one under control as quickly as possible. Residents in the area were using shovels and garden hoses in order to keep the fire from reaching their homes until fire crews could arrive. Thankfully, by about 4:45 that afternoon, the fire was contained with its forward progress stopped and no homes were involved. And then, as fire crews had barely gotten that fire contained, at about 4:25, another call came in about a third fire that had broken out in the Clear Lake Oaks area near Pomo Road and Pomo Trail. So, yet more fire crews raced to that location and began their attack on getting that one contained. By about 5:30, that fire had spread in size to about 20 acres while ground units worked and air tankers dropped retardant in its path to try and head it off. By about 6:30 that evening, the fire had spread to about 30 acres in size, but thankfully, its forward progress was stopped and containment was about 75%. For this fire, 10 engines, 2 bulldozers, and 2 ground units were used on the scene to get the fire under control. There was no official word yet on why 3 fires started within about an hour of each other, but it's all under investigation. If any more information comes out about it, we'll bring it to you. In Petaluma last Wednesday, workers at one of the town's Chase Bank locations on Western Avenue noticed that their ATM machine had been badly damaged by someone during the night who tore off the entire keyboard and cut the wires. The damage done to that machine was estimated to be about $48,000. While Petaluma police detectives were working on this incident, they got a call from a local business saying that a guy came in acting all weird, trying to pawn off, you guessed it, a keyboard that looked like it had just been torn off from an ATM machine, so they called the police to report it. Officers arrived and took the report, plus checked out surveillance footage that the store had gotten of the suspect. That footage was then distributed to patrol officers so they could keep an eye out for the guy. And lo and behold, just 2 days later on Friday, while they were responding to a call at a convenience store in town, the guy the store clerk called about happened to match the guy that was captured on the surveillance footage from the couple of days before. So he was taken into custody. He was identified as 41-year-old Christopher McClanahan, a resident of Richmond. Also at about this time, the bank's surveillance footage was also released that showed the very same suspect, so they were pretty certain that they had their guy. McClanahan was arrested and booked into Sonoma County Jail on charges of felony vandalism. And the very next day he was cited and released with 0 bail and a pinky promise to appear for his court date down the road. The next day he was back in Petaluma, reportedly in front of a jewelry shop, who the owner posted on social media that McClanahan was verbally counting items in his store's front windows and cases, such as gold rings and expensive watches, as if he was making his own personal inventory list. We'll see what happens. This week is a time of year where extra high tides are taking place, which flood low-lying areas such as Sausalito, Mill Valley, and other places around the bay. These tides are expected to last until Wednesday the 17th, where tides are substantially higher than normal. We'd like to note that these tides are normal and natural events that happen a couple of times a year that cause the flooding of roads, sidewalks, and other low-lying areas up to 2 feet deep. So please use caution when driving if the road is flooded, or choose another route. You don't want to be the one who gets stuck and has to be rescued and then ends up as one of our next stories as the person who chose to go through water that was too deep and got stuck. So please, drive with caution. Every now and then we issue our Super Genius Awards to people who go over and above the norm of others who are caught and arrested for doing super genius things. And the guy in this story is no exception. A Marin County CHP officer pulled over a black BMW that had an added feature installed that blocks his license plate when going through the bridge toll plaza. With the push of a button, the license plate gets covered up. And with another push of the button, it reappears again. Now, normally this might be something that could actually work, being that BMWs are so common, including black ones like this guy's. It'd be hard for someone to identify which black BMW it was who ran the toll booth if no one could see the license plate. But the one thing this guy didn't think about was that giant decal that he stuck on his back window that makes his car stand out from everyone else's. Whether you can see his license plate or not, you know it's that BMW because it's easy to identify and spot, which is what that CHP officer did and how this super genius got caught. At Sonoma Raceway over the weekend, a well-known and much-loved drag racer passed away after his car crashed on a drag strip. His name is Shane Molinari, who was one of the most beloved members of the drag racing community, known for being one of the nicest guys anyone would ever want to meet, and a guy with a fun sense of humor that everyone loved. Shane's race car is known as a Pro Mod car, which are also called door slammers because unlike top fueled or blown alcohol funny cars that have full one-piece fiberglass bodies, Pro Mods still have doors. Shane was 59 years old, who made his first Pro Mod victory back in 2017 when he blazed the quarter mile in just 5.7 seconds at 257 miles an hour in his turbocharged 68 Firebird. Shane will be terribly missed. Our condolences go out to his family. This broadcast is sponsored by Mike Larbury Automotive. 5-star ratings for all of your domestic and import automotive repair needs, located on Highway 12 in Sonoma. Mention you saw them here on KORK TV to receive a special discount. And also by Sonoma Paint Center, your source for all of your home and automotive paint and supply needs.
Transform your home or business with Sonoma Paint Center. As your local Benjamin Moore retailer, we've got everything you need to paint inside and out, plus top quality stains. Step inside our Santa Rosa location or visit us in Sonoma, Sebastopol, and now our newest location in Napa. From vibrant colors to durable finishes and required supplies, we'll help you bring your vision to life. Sonoma Paint Center, serving you in Santa Rosa, Sonoma, Sebastopol, and now Napa. Sonoma Paint Center, color your world.
Well, that's it for our weekend wrap. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We'll see you again on Friday for our weekly wrap. Remember, you can watch us on our website at KORKTV.com or on our YouTube channel. Just search for KORK North Bay TV. And if you watch us on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to us. We'd sure appreciate it. We'd like to wish everyone a safe, happy, and healthy week. Thanks for watching.